New from Eureka's is the incredibly strangely titled The Adventurers, which is weird because nothing in this film really comes close to an adventure of sorts. Directed by Ringo Lam from 1995, it should give you an idea of the kind of film that you're going to go into, starring Andy Lau as our main character, Y, later known as Mandy, as he changes identities throughout the film. And it starts off with a Cambodian invasion where Mandy's parents are murdered in front of his eyes, and he grows up vengeful, looking for a time and place where he could get revenge against the person that murdered his parents. Just so happens that it takes 20 years to get there, and at that point Mandy has learned army up in there and decides it's time to get revenge, and ultimately fails in that revenge. And it feels for the first 20 minutes like a mismatch of certain movies. You've got the story of the young boy haunted by his parents' murder, got him growing up, learning the abilities he'll need to get revenge, failing in revenge, having to reassess the situation and figure out how they're going to do it. And it's so condensed for that first little while that it just moves at a breakneck speed, and is filled with some wonderful set pieces, as you would expect from Ringo Lam. Particularly the assassination attempt is wonderfully put together using slow motion, moving, roving cameras, tense shots, close-ups of people as they witness the horror in front of them. It's just a masterclass of how to create something out of a couple of seconds and just stretching it to almost breaking point. Wonderfully done, and it's happened several times throughout the films. But with Ringo Lam, you kind of know that he is a strong director for this film and knows exactly what he's doing. With Andy Lau in the main role, you've got a terrific actor who you're going to buy into and follow in this emotional journey. And it's one of those characters who's spent 20 years driving towards one thing, revenge, and in his pursuit for revenge, he's going to fall in love with two women. One, the mistress of the man he wants to kill, and the other, the daughter of the man he wants to kill. And it becomes heroic bloodshed melodrama, and that is wonderful. You know, you take a kind of melodramatic story, you've got wonderfully emotional points in there, but you punctuate that with some of the best action set pieces I've seen, including a ferocious finale that delivers. You give yourself a terrific film. Now, it doesn't matter that it's lacking originality, that it seems to have taken plot points from several other movies. It really doesn't matter at all. You've got a competent director, you've got a good budget, you've got an idea of how to tell this familiar story at a high standard, with great actors giving great performances and terrific action, like I said, and it's going to deliver. The action, as I've touched upon, is fantastic. And all the way through the film is punctuated perfectly to always give us action beats throughout it, and they seem to get better as they go on. But nothing had prepared me for just how crazy that finale was going to get. It is wonderful, explosive, helicopter chases, hand-to-hand combat, car chases. It is incredibly well put together and satisfying from a punch at the end of this movie. You even get a little epilogue. Normally with these things you get the bad guy being defeated and the film ends. Here we get a little bit of a somewhat redemptive ending in the film that just kind of teed this one off perfectly. I thought The Adventurers was incredible entertainment. It was one of those ones where I just sat down, I knew I was in a safe pair of hands, and I just let the film play out and enjoyed all aspects of it. even some of the more shocking aspects that come at certain points as well. Well done on this release. It's pretty terrific. So let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for the Adventurers. First up, we have the film with restored Cantonese stereo. This original unrestored Cantonese stereo with Cantonese DTS 5.1. And then finally, we have an audio commentary by David West. Into the special features, we have two adventurers. Interview with Gary Bettinson, which is 21 minutes 26 seconds, which kind of talks about Ringo Lam's career, where he was at the point of making this, how he was kind of creating this as a calling card to Hollywood studios, how it was a kind of big budget Hollywood East film where they kind of threw everything at the screen and created a very Hollywood-like movie. Then we have Writing for the Dark-Faced God, interview with screenwriter Sandy Shaw, which was a terrific extra. 14 minutes 26 seconds. She's kind of talking about creating the screenplay, working with Ringo Lam, discovering some nice on-set moments where she never thought about certain things, but how he explained why he was doing it, how it impacted the character. Was really nice touches, and it's a great interview. There is also a trailer included on this disc. In the package, there is a 20-page booklet with a terrific essay on unconventional heroism, the moral dilemmas of revenge in The Adventurers. And that's the extras for The Adventurers. I'd love to know if you're picking up The Adventurers or if you've seen it before and your thoughts on the movie. So let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.